everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Redskins are top 10 in pass yards, going up against a Giants secondary that could be in for a long day. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
And Olsen over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go now.
Adams, the man in motion left.
39.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now Jones, give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And Jay Gruden says, let's go for this thing. They're going to try it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Marshall. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Halfback sent in motion. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Cousins with a give to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Go. Let's go. No. Check.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Two seconds to go, first quarter. They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Following the interception, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. So the D-line's going to spread out. A second down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Leopard, Leopard, Leopard. Set.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He won't go down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. Shift together here from the D-line. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Detroit! Detroit!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 2nd down, Cousins. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Cousins over the middle. That's caught by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Six yards to go here on second down.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll make it third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Now let's go.
On third down, Cousins looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Cousins now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Third and short yardage. Cousins got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Jones. Oh, he pulls over it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. Third down here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look down.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the wideout in motion. Cousins from the gun on third. Jordan Reed has it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Send now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Green, action now. Barney. Leopard.
On 2nd down, Cousins again, surveying the field. Forced out to his left. Into the end zone, Washington Redskins touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go. Blue, Leopard. Detroit.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. Cuts right. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And Adams has it complete. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Watch it now, Barney.
On third down, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now receiver in motion left.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right. And the play clock's running down. Cousins to throw it. That's caught at the 3. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And Olsen over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Set. Green, 39. Green, 36. No. Check. Detroit.
They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Adams, the man in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Redskins. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion right comes Jackson. Cousins on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. You give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough starting field position here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And caught left side, Olsen. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see it...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
New York set to take the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he motions the wide receiver. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Olsen over the middle. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that leads to a New York first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue,
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And that is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Cousins to Jackson. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Here we go. Ohio.
And the back goes into motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
To throw, Cousins, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. There he goes left side, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
They'll set up a throw, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 4. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now to run.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Marshall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a cut to the sideline. A big pickup there on the run. 38 yards.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. Adams, the man in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Hall bringing it in. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. And New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it doesn't matter because on the final scoreline, they're still going to come up 2 points short. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really. Yeah,
I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is set...